So how many people know about the landscape, SAP landscape? And do you know
Mm,
that what is the history of the SAP?
yeah, that uh, five IBM engineers have invented the ERP. That
Okay. Yeah, correct. So it is started with the one-tier real-time architecture. So that means R by one. We generally calling it as a R by one. Okay, one-tier real-time architecture. Okay. So what do you mean by
mm,
that? That we discussed earlier. Okay, this was all together, which is in the single server in the single system. So later it is started with like R2, R3. Now we have the R3 structure, right? So R1 and R2, then R3. So what the meaning of R2, R3? Okay, R3 is nothing but like a three tier architecture. Okay, real time
mm.
architecture. Okay, so what do you mean by that? This one, we have that presentation layer. Okay, we have the presentation layer and application layer. What is the next layer? Which we already discussed this one, database layer, right? Correct. So we have the presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. So presentation layer, which is the system which the user entering the data. Okay, whatever we can able to visible. Okay, the screen which we can able to visible, and the system is presenting the data. Whatever it is on screen, whatever it is displaying, that is the presentation layer. Okay, and
Mm.
application layer is the which the processing inside the data. Like so, we written something code or we written something like logics and all that it will be happen in the application layer. Okay,
So,
so
yeah.
whenever we entering some data that is validating in the application layer, if it is the data is correct, then it will be give that okay, it will be accepting to the data. If it is not accepting, that means the data which is not available, that is not proper data, then it will give that okay error, right? So database layer is the nothing but like a the data which is stores the in the database layer. Okay, so if simple if you're taking that in a mobile, if you can see that on screen we are looking into that. Okay, I can open the Gmail, I can open the okay mail, I can open the chart, I can open the WhatsApp. That's all, right? So that is the presentation layer. So I can open something, I can see, I can operate something. But application layer inside that, when I'm just click on the WhatsApp, then it will be connecting to that WhatsApp website, and it is displaying that what data which is there and all this information. So the application layer, it is like it's validating that your user ID, password, and validating all the information. Then database layer is nothing but like a which is storing already information. Maybe you got some message, so that is stored in the database level. Okay, you entered something data that is stored in the database level. So the chart, everything which is storing, right? So that will be there in the database layer, right? So the same way here also in SAP also we calling like three-tier architecture, which okay that is called a presentation layer, application layer, and database layer, which we have the separate systems. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay, so one tier. This is the initial started with 1979 around, and R2 this is around 1989 or something which is started. This is the again somewhat it is started with 1992 something. Okay, so you can see the exact figures if you want to see. Okay, so I will show you. Last that somewhere it is why it is showing. Okay, So I deleted the software. Okay. PPT software I deleted. Okay. So maybe I just download later. Okay. So I'll just show you that. Okay. Coming to this one. Okay. So ECC is the now we are using the central component, enterprise central component ECC. So when we calling this is the ECC R3. Okay, we calling it a ECC R3. Okay, that means enterprise resource, enterprise central component. That what is the meaning of central component? Okay, so SAP system can operate centrally for all the areas. Like suppose if I take this circle. Okay. Okay, if I take the circle, what will be happen? Um, Material management people can see that the data, and production people can see that data. Finance people can see that data. Sales people can see the data. Production, so everyone they can see that centrally the system data. So that means if I created a PO, even sales people also can see the data, but there must be have some authorization, right? So
Yeah.
this is a central component. Central component is like it is across all the areas they can view the data. Okay. Now, this is the now we just talking about this ECC R3, right? So ECC 6.0 is the last version. Okay, and we have the packages like EHP 7, EHP 8. So this is the last version. This is the latest version of the ECC 6.0 EHP 8. Okay, so what is this EHP8 and EC6.0? Okay, if I have the mobile, iOS mobile, if you see that, iOS or it may be Android. Okay, we have the different versions, right? iOS 10, iOS 11, iOS 9, 6, 7. So different versions are there. Again in that 10 or 11, we have the 10.2.01. Something they are every time they are releasing the new changes. That means version changes, right? So the same way in the SCP also, it's like ECC 4.7, okay, then ECC 5.0, okay, ECC 6.0. So like the versions will be there, okay. Again, each and every uh, version, again they have the enhancement packages are there. Okay, that means every time whenever there is a change in the system, or whenever there is any corrections it is there, they will come back with that enhancement package, or they will come back with the entire new latest version. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so now the latest version, that means EC 6.0, EHP1, okay, and EHP2 and EHP3. So like now it is running EHP8. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So what is the meaning of ESP1? It is the minor changes, like, okay. So maybe there was some customer, they identified that, okay, this is the bug. Okay, okay, why it is the bug which they identified. So the couple of the people they are identified this bug. So they are correcting in the next version, which is like ESP2. So they are releasing some SAP nodes. Okay, in the SAP terminology, they are releasing some SAP nodes. We calling as OSS nodes. Okay, so this will be released by SAP. Okay, SAP labs or SAP main head, which is from the Germany, they will release the OSS notes. OSS notes is nothing but like a corrections of the existing program or correct activities of the SAP programs. Okay, so when there is the EHP packages or when there is an enhancement package was released, they might be have the couple of SAP nodes, couple of OSS nodes. So that OSS nodes have the might be procurement related and PP related, SD related, and QM related. Like every module have the some correction wherever they identified. Okay, clear? Okay, I'll just give you one example. Okay, uh, advance payment. So what do you mean by advance payment? Vendor advance payment. Do you know that? What is the meaning of the vendor advance payment?
So some circumstances, buyer will pay to supplier before procuring the goods,
Correct.
so that they can adjust the
Correct.
payment later.
Correct. So that if I just I'll tell you example. So in the 4.7, what will be happen? This advance vendor advance payment only processed. Okay, only processed from finance team, from FICO transaction. Okay. So there is no link up to the PO. There is no link up to PO. Okay. Now later what will be happen in EHP 6.0, the SAP which is giving option like some client they are asking that why we don't have this link up. So we need to be link up to the PO, because based on the PO only we are paying to the vendor advance payment. We must be track this one. So then SAP what they did, they are given option in the PO, given option in PO can be selected advance payment and process from based on the PO. Okay.
Okay.
So here no PO, but here there is a PO with link up. Okay. So that they can be tracked that. So like I'm just giving that if there is an additional functionalities which is added or additional corrections in the program, so they will be come back with like enhancement packages and versions. Okay. Clear? So every time they will come back with the some process. Again, if you want one more example, I can say subcontracting process. Okay, so subcontracting process, so how it will be happen earlier. Okay, so do you know that subcontracting process which we discussed earlier?
Yeah.
So in the subcontracting process, we are issuing the goods issue, right? We are issuing goods issue components to subcontractor, right? So in this case, generally we are in the 4.7 version, what will be happen? Okay, there is no link up to PO. Okay, so I'm just manually issuing the stock, to the subcontractor without validating that what components it is there in the PO, the main product. Okay, the main product, whatever the components are there, that there is no link up in the 4.7. So then they're coming with ECC 6.0. Okay, again somebody there is, and maybe SAP they identify that. They say that okay, you can reference document, you can take as a PO. Then you can process the goods issue. Okay, so the above I don't have any link up. Might be instead of I'm sending A component, I can send B component. Instead of B component, I am sending the C component. But now I have the reference to the PO. I can mention that what components it is there in the PO. Based on that only I will be issuing to the subcontractor. Clear?
Yeah.
So like there was some functionalities wherever it is required. Okay, the SAP which is added every version. Okay, and it is releasing the packages. Okay, so the packages, because why they are releasing the package, because there is some correction which is required. Maybe they are identified some bugs, or they are adding some okay new features like new data. Okay, so those cases this will be the version will be changed. Okay, so now as of now I just discussed about the ECC 6.0 HP8, right? So this is completely ECC version, that means enterprise central component, right? But now if I see that S4 HANA is the place, correct? So what is S4 HANA? Simplified, high, okay, high level process, right? Which we discussed already, S4 HANA. So did you remember that what is S4 HANA?
Yeah, like
What is the
simplified.
difference? What is the difference between ECC 6.0 and ECC and version ECC to version and S4 HANA?
Regarding the database.
Database, right? We discussed that. So now coming in the future, 2029, 30, from the 2030 and all. So this was the most advanced system comparing to ECC 6.0. So this is the older version and this is the newer version. Okay.
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 So after the ECC 6, they are not selling in
No,
SAP ECC, right? Only
no.
S4HANA.
Yeah. So now ECC 6.0 EHP8. Okay. So most of the clients they are using ECC 6.0 EHP8. There are lakhs of people, lakhs of the customers and lakhs of people that are using ECC 6.0. So SAP given the time till 2030. Okay. 2030 is the deadline to convert from the ECC 6.0 to, that means ECC version to S4HANA. Okay. Clear?
So already they started for migrating.
Yeah. So that's what. So earlier they started like 2025. They said that 2025 you must be used as S4HANA. But based on the customer's request and based on the customer arguments and all, they said that okay, we can extend till 2030 the deadline to convert from EC 6.0 to S4HANA. So after 2030, the customers must be used as S4HANA. Okay. If in case if we are they are continuing with the EC 6.0, they can continue, but the SAP will not support. That means they will not release any enhancement packages, corrections, anything. Like if you are getting any problem, you need to be sort out.
No SAP for the customer support, nothing.
Yeah, no support from the SAP. Okay, so I'll just give you one example to understand easily. Okay, so anyone you are using the iPhone?
Yeah, I'm using.
Okay, so if you see that iPhone X6, okay, 6, 5, 5S, and okay, 6, 4S, okay, 10, 7, 8, 8 plus 8, all this one, okay, till 10. Okay, if you see that 10, 10, these are the older version. Now new version which is like okay, 12, 13, 13 Pro, 14 Pro, 15 Pro, like that. Okay, the 15 we didn't release, but 14, 14 Pro, 14 plus, that all, right? So now except they are saying that if we getting any problem in the 5, 5S, 4S and all, they're saying that straightforward. Okay, these are not supportable. As iPhone is not supporting these two models. Okay, this is already deadline is done. You need to be upgrade to the new version. Correct?
Yeah.
Did you get the support for 4S? If anything which is not working, no, right?
No.
Right. So even 5S, 4S, 5. So the same way, but outside you can get that support, right? If maybe if you go to some uh, local supporter or maybe some other supporter, they will support. Okay, but SAP officially they from iPhone officially authorization brand they will not support these models, right?
Yeah.
Right. So the same way here also after 2030 SAP will not support, but later maybe the outside maybe the consultants or someone if they are supporting, that is okay. Okay, but SAP will not support. So 2030 onwards, okay, S4 HANA is the main. This is the main SAP. Okay, simplify. So as of now, if you're talking about that three generations, right? Three tier real time architecture. So this is the third generation, right? This is the fourth generation. You can say like it is fourth generation. Okay, clear? As for HANA is the fourth generation. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so so now you can ask me, sir. Oh, sir, you said something ESP one, ESP two, ESP 12, like there was a packages are releasing. So did we have like in the S4 HANA also? Do we have that S4 HANA? Yeah, there must be because okay, every we are using when we are using any software, there must be some corrections required every time. They might be
Yeah.
adding the new feature. If we are not adding any features, then customer also will not be happy because if we are giving new features and all, they are happy and they can use that software, right? So here how it is like the model number like it is like 1509, 1510, okay, like 1609, okay, 1610, okay, or 1611. So like okay, So like we have the every year there will be a like packages will be released. Okay. So how it is like generally. So if I see that 1509, okay, this is like, okay, the year and month, which month it is released, which year it is released. Okay, 15, 2015, and month, ninth month. So that means September, October, November, December, this period they will be releasing the periods. These notes. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So now we have the version like 2020 and 2021 like that. Okay. So earlier it is like every year to yearly two versions they are releasing. Now they are releasing like 2020, 2021 like that they are releasing. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So how we discussed here EHP 8, EHP 7 like that. Here it is like 1509, 1509 like that. Okay. Clear?
Okay. Yeah, clear.
Okay. Now ECC and version S4HANA version. Okay. So main things are what you need to be remembered here. In the ECC, okay, the database system. Okay. What is the database? Database system. Okay, our database server that can be used. Okay, database server I can put like database server can be used third party also. Okay, so in the ECC, it is not required only you have to be use the ECC database. It is also you can use Oracle, Microsoft, whatever the database which we have that you can use. That means if I example if I can take my laptop I have the internally I am 1 TB. Okay,
Yeah.
but maybe I can buy some other external database and I can connect to my laptop for maybe
Yeah.
500 GB 1 TB like. So the external support I can take it up. Okay. Now in the S4 HANA, okay, you cannot go ahead with the this database, the third party database. So not allowing any third party database. Okay. So it is a inbuilt memory database, okay, which will be support only SAP. Okay.
So it means like in S4HANA, we can't use any other Oracle database or nothing. Only
No,
S4
only
HANA
S4HANA.
database.
Only S4HANA.
Okay, what about the cloud? Like if they are using S4HANA, they want to use the cloud.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you. I'll tell you. Okay. So this is inbuilt. So what is the meaning of inbuilt to memory database? Okay. So if I use the iPhone mobile, so iPhone mobile have the 128 GB, 256 GB, 1 TB, 512 GB. Alright. So
Yeah.
that's the same way it is also inbuilt means S4 HANA have the inbuilt memory. Okay. You can extend that, but it should be in the SAP only. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now coming to the cloud and on-premises. Ram, you understanding that? If you have doubt, you just let me know. I'll give some examples also. Okay. You're there? Is it Ram is there?
Yeah, so it's there.
Okay.
Participant.
Okay. Okay. So cloud and on-premises. On cloud we just call as a on cloud and on-premises. Okay. So what do you mean by on cloud and on-premises? First, you need to understand that what is the concept of on cloud or on-premises. So you're talking about this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the meaning of on cloud on premises? Okay. So the database level it's same. Okay, there is no difference here. Database level only supporting. Okay. So on cloud is nothing but like a third party vendor. Third party vendor who supporting. Okay. Third party vendor means it's not a third party software I'm talking about. Third party vendor is okay. Instead of my own server, okay, I'm just taking help of that someone who providing these servers. Okay.
Okay.
They are also using the SAP server only, inbuilt servers only. Okay.
Ah.
But the maintenance, everything will be taken care by the third party. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And on premises is nothing but like a okay, we have the own server. We have own server in my place, my premises.
Yeah.
My premises. Okay. So everything which we need to take care from our side. Okay. So in this case, so okay, I'll give you one example. Okay. If we have the Google Cloud, okay, you have the Google Cloud and you have
Mm.
the in memory card. Okay, inbuilt memory card which is there. Okay, so inbuilt memory card it is. Okay, so
Mm.
Google Cloud which is giving that 50 GB, 250 GB, sorry, 50 GB and 256 GB, 512 GB, 1 terabyte, like they are giving that. Even inbuilt memory cards also you can like 32 GB, 50 like for 64 GB, 128 GB, 256 GB, 512 GB it is there. Correct.
Mm.
So you
Yeah.
have the different models. Now, if I go to Google Cloud, okay, you can store the data in the Google Cloud also, but you are paying the monthly. Okay, you're paying the some amount for the monthly to store
Mm.
your data in the Google. So whatever data which is storing, everything the Google Cloud has to be taken. Okay, so tomorrow if you need to capture the information which are stored in the Google Cloud, okay, they are the responsibility. If it is something which is happened, they are the responsibility. Okay.
Yeah.
But in memory, suppose I have the inbuilt memory which is 256 GB and 512 GB, that is not storing in the cloud, it is storing in the my mobile. Okay, if something which is like shutdown or something like reset or something which is like to your mistake it is restarted, okay, and the entire data was corrupted, erased everything, then you will not get that data, right? Because it's already corrupted, everything is clear. So there
Yeah.
is no data. Okay. And moreover, okay, I can do some partition here. My own way of the customization. Can we do that customization?
Mm.
We can do, right? Customization is
Yeah.
nothing but
We
like
own our own database. We can do
yeah,
the
so we can do, because if I have my laptop, it is there, 1 terabyte is there. C drive I can put like 512 GB. Okay, and D drive I can put 64 GB. Okay, E drive I can put like, so I can do them my own customization partition I can do. But in
Yeah.
the when you talking about the Google Cloud, you cannot do, right? Because so whatever the data which you are storing, that will be stored based on the folders. Whatever the default folders which is there, that will be stored. But you cannot do the partition, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So the same concept here also. Okay. So when there is on cloud premises and the on cloud and on premises, on cloud will be supported by some third party service provider. He will be taking care about your data and everything that will be stored in the on cloud. Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
So if suddenly there is a server down, then on cloud, whoever the third party server who they are taking care, okay, so they have to be support. They have to be take care. Okay, if server is down or there was something like database is not working, not updating properly, okay, there was some lock entries. All these things will be taken care by third party. Okay, if suddenly the printers are not working and the database is not pulling from the cloud system, so then everything that will be taken by on cloud system. Okay, if it is on premises, then you must be take care of that. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so on premises we have some benefits and we have some other things as well, because on premises you should be maintaining some temperature, the server, every moment you need to be track that your server, and you need to be check that the server health check. Okay, server how it is, like there is any corruptions or any problems which is there in the server, and the temperature. So the temperature, if you see that the server should be in the with 4 degrees temperature always, like minimum of the 4 degrees temperature with
Yeah. That room should be
room temperature
maintained.
you have to maintain, right?
Yeah.
So, so these are all so many complications are there. If suddenly there is a power problem, it is there, then every data will be corrupted, or maybe the entire SAP server will be down. So you cannot operate anything.
Yeah.
Right? So on cloud, it is also like from the third party service provider, they will be take care. If
Mm.
suddenly they have the problem, they will be we will be raising the concern to them, and they will be working on that. Okay.
Okay.
So that is the on-cloud on-premises, but the database level, it's S4HANA only, SAP database only. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So every year, so whatever we are getting 1509, 1510, so you can get some doubt here. So why there is continuously two, 9th month they are released one, 10 month, that 10th month they are released one more note. Why they are released? One is for the on cloud, one is for the on premises.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So that is what they are releasing two notes every year. Okay,
Okay.
clear? Okay. So that's okay. Now coming to this, okay, we just talking about this one, right? The main
Hmm.
is inbuilt memory. Okay, S4 HANA is mainly the region which converting, because the problems are earlier. If I'm using the EC 6.0 or
Hmm.
ESP5 or 4.1, if the users are trying to go with the third party database, what happened? The connectivity from the third party database to our SAP system, might be they have some problem with a third party database, or maybe problem with the ECC. Okay, so the customer is suffering a lot, because when we just ask third party database team, they're saying that we don't have any problem, that this is not processed from SAP. So blah 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 they are saying, right? So
Ah.
when we have our own inbuilt memory, so everything will be SAP will take the ownership, because it's my
Correct.
own database, right? So that's right. So that's the reason SCP which is coming with S4 HANA, okay,
Hmm.
and inbuilt memory. So now there is no issues with third party database, the connectivity issues and all, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the main thing which is inbuilt memory database, and moreover, when they are design inbuilt memory database, they are like designing like, okay, uh, they are design analytical and transactional. Okay. So what is the
Okay.
meaning of an analytical and transactional? Okay, earlier if you see that in the ECC, okay, I can do only transaction level. Transaction level
Hmm.
is nothing but like even reports also it will get only in the format of ALB format, like table format. Okay,
Yeah.
so I cannot get the diagrams, I cannot get anything. If I need any diagram, then again I have to go with SAP BW. Okay,
So like histogram, pictography.
yeah. So we have to go with some other systems. We need to connect that system to my EC 6.0. Correct. Now,
Yeah.
now what will be happen? It is also giving the basic level of analytical reports. That means I can see by diagram level, okay, like a pie diagram, or it may be square diagram, or it may be bars. Okay. So rectangles. Whatever the designs which you want, the basic level analytical report which is in built. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so earlier it is only transactional, now it is the analytical also. This is called like OLAP and OLTP.
Okay.
Online, okay. So the analytical processing, transactional processing. Okay,
Okay.
clear? So earlier it is
Yeah.
only working with OLTP, now it is working with OLAP and OLTP. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Okay.
So this is the one thing main, okay. And
Hmm.
earlier it will be like row column based, right? So if you see that, okay, earlier in the EC 6.0, okay, all it is like each and every column it is calculating, okay, because in the ECC 6.0, okay, we
Hmm.
have that header data information and item data information separate tables, okay. So there are the multiple tables in the ECC 6.0. If I want to see the goods information, okay, goods movement information, I must be go
Hmm.
with okay, uh, I must be go with a header table, and I must be go with the item tables.
Okay.
Okay, item tables. So there are so many item tables are there, so many header tables are there. Okay,
Okay.
so like okay, uh, if I go to this one MKPF, okay, this is table header for the goods movement, and this is for the MSEC table. Okay, and
Okay.
again stock level, if you see, if you want to see that special stocks which is MSSL, that, like we have so many other tables are there, MSKA something. Now
Small. Yeah. Yeah.
now what will be happening in S4 HANA? Okay, So SAP which is suggested new table only mat doc table. Okay. So mat
Yeah.
doc table which is having that row and column based. It will be work based on row and column based. That means all header and item information which is there in the single table, and it will be work calculating that each row and column, each row and column. Okay. So when this is the row column based in the single table, so it is very easy to capture the information from the database table to our presentation layer table. But if suppose here what will be happen? Okay, I just want to see that goods movement. Okay, so I just want to see the goods movement on date of May 2nd. Okay, which is correct. So now the system first it will go to MKPF table and checking that what postings is happened. Correct? Because header data have the information of the dates. Okay, but in the header information we don't have the material number, material information and movement information, right? Then again what it will be after they're checking that, okay, if there is any 10 postings are there, so that means 10 material documents posted. Okay, then again they will go to MSEC table and checking this 10 material documents, and again how many materials it is posted, how many materials it is posted. So there might be 900 items are posted. Then again 10 into 900, 10 into 900 items. Okay, none means 9,000 items. Okay, so finally the report will give the information of 9,000 items. Okay, so the looping, like, okay, first it is checking the MKPF, then it is checking the MSEC. If I just given only May 2nd, if suppose I'm giving that May 2nd to May 30th, then how many days it is there? So every time it will be checking the MKPF, then taking all the data, and again go to MSEC table, checking the data and presenting that, right? So that is a time taking process. Now if I go to MatDoc, okay, all information, that means the posting date information and item information, all it is there in the single table. I can get the data in the single table, and it is very fast to capture the information. Clear?
Yeah.
So that is the main thing. So wherever there is a larger complex tables are there, the SAP is just uh, converted to single tables. Okay, only common table it is. Okay, so like we have the mat doc. Okay, and accounting information again, AC doc, AC doca. Okay, so like we have the few tables which is converted. Okay, we don't need to go again header and item level. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are asking some question.
Yes. Small doubt. Like we have a recommend that we will create a plant. We will update the name of plant and storage location will be there na? In
Correct,
OX10.
correct.
So in which table we can capture that? In table that TW AD.
T001L is there, T001W is there. Okay, so 1W is the plant information, plant and
Okay.
branches information. This is the store location information.
Okay. The plant TWL.
T001L. So mostly the configuration related, it will be start with T001 star. Okay, you can put like
Okay.
TW1 star. You can see that what table should you want. Okay.
Okay. TW01L.
Yeah. So or else you can check with T0 star also. T0 mostly you can get all. Okay. So maybe sometimes T020, T012, something like that. Okay. You can start with T0 star, then you can get all this.
T0 star. Like we can give in SC16 T0 star. It will
Correct.
go.
Correct. Yeah.
Filter. Okay.
Correct. SC69 you can go. SC69 or SC16. Okay. Or SC11. You can go these tables. Okay. All it will be. All it will. The purpose of the same. All these tables. Okay.
Okay. Actually, yeah, actually, this is we will do in a pre-approved change. Suddenly, I have asked that I need MRP location.
Okay.
MRP location for that particular plant. So, what MRP location is like? how it will be created? It will be created in plant or
No, all location it will be created in the plant only. Okay. So
uh,
so plant is the main DC. Under DC we have the multiple locations.
okay. DC means like
Distribution center.
okay,
Yeah. So we
okay.
can call distribution center, we can call branches.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah.
people have the different again plants they will call. Okay, different. It depends on the your industry how they are calling
Mm.
like. Okay, some
Mm.
people they are calling like okay my DC is not working. So what do you mean by this distribution center? Okay, so branches, plants, all it is the same. So under the plant we have the multiple store location. It's simple here. If I have the my home, okay, so my home is the one plant. Okay, so it
Mm.
is there in the office pad. So office pad I have the one plant. So my home is one plant. So again if I go to kitchen that is one location, and bedroom that is one location. So the parts partition like multiple dividing into different room to do the some activity. So in kitchen what we'll do we are making the food, right, right. So in the reading room we are doing some uh, reading, right. In the bedroom we are sleeping. So the operations will be different in the different locations. So the same way here also in the biggest plant we have the different locations. One is the raw material storage, packing material storage. One is planning storage. Okay, production storage, like that. Okay,
Okay, okay.
clear?
So okay, because MRP means my as per my understanding material requirement planning, but for plant they want to create MRP area. It will be in same, right?
MRP, yeah. So MRP is nothing but like a material requirement planning. Okay,
Mm.
what they will do? Okay, they are planning. They are generating the plannings. Okay, they are
Mm.
generating plannings for future and coming whatever it is required, future requirements. Okay, so
Okay.
suppose if I activated MRP for one material, okay,
Mm.
material I have activated MRP, the system will take care based on the what you activated in the MRP level. Okay, the system will generate will automatically generate the requirement. Okay, so what is the meaning of the requirement? Either it may be internally requirements or external requirements. Or
Okay.
external requirement. What do you mean by external and internal requirements? Okay, internal requirements are it's like a production orders. Okay,
Mm.
and process orders, which is the we are doing own manufacturing.
Okay.
Okay, okay, or it may be sales related customer requirements and all. Okay, and when it is external requirement like purchase orders. Okay, we are buying from outside, so we are raising for the external requirements. That means we can buy from the outside. Okay, so depends on your business process. The system will automatically raising the requirements whether it is internal related or external related, and it will be proposing that okay. Uh, I will give you one example. In this case, I will give you one example. So I have the stock. I have the stock 1,000 pieces. Okay, I have the stock 1,000 pieces. So my safety stock is 1,000 pieces. Let's say. Okay.
Mm.
So, but I have some reorder point. Okay, I have some reorder point, which is like something which is like 1,200 or something, which is like okay 1,200 or 800 something which is there. Okay,
Yeah.
so that means until I'm getting my current stock is 1,000 pieces. Okay, my target is I'm just giving to system, boss. Whenever the product which is getting down beyond my reorder point, that means
Mm.
so my stock currently is 1,000, but my actual planning is it should be 1,200. My reorder point. Okay,
Okay.
so if I have the 1,200, I am cool because okay I have
Mm.
the enough stock. Okay, if it is a below to the 1,200, like I have the 900, I have the 800, I have 700 something, then
Mm.
I have the dangerous spell because I don't have proper stock. Okay,
Okay.
so the system immediately checking that okay boss you said that 1,200 but here now we have only 900, so I need to add that 300 immediately, so I'm raising the requirement for 300 pieces.
Okay.
Okay, so immediately it will be write the internal requirement for if it is our production, or if it is externally, then it will be write the product purchasing related, procurement related. Okay.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
So the same. This is the one concept. Okay.
Mm.
The system, it is checking the requirements and it is generating. The second one is I got a customer requirements today. Okay. So I got a customer requirements like 10 orders are issued. Okay. So I'm
Mm.
following that make to order scenario. So in this case, make to stock scenario. The top, which is like make to stock scenario. Okay. What is the difference between a make to stock and make to order? Make to stock is, okay, I'm just checking the every time the stock levels, I'm just proposing. But make to order is nothing but like I'm just checking that what orders I get that customer orders. Based on the customer orders only, I will be starting my requirement. Okay. So when I get a 10 orders, the system will check that okay, today are 10 orders which is created. Then immediately I'm just raising the MRP planning. Okay, the system will create the plan orders and okay, or procurement related purchase requisitions. Okay, which needs to be filled the customer requirement. Okay, so that means 10 requirements, 10 orders is there for material A, then the system will
Mm.
generate the requirement for the 10 requirements. 10, either it may be internal or external related. Okay, so
Okay.
now above if you see that this is the stock, okay, it depends on the stock what we have in the store location. But in this case, it is not about the stock, it is about the requirement. Okay, so I inform to the system when I get the customer order, based on the customer order, you should generate the plan order purchase requisition. What is the plan order? Plan order is like we can convert to a production order and process for internally. Okay, what is the purchase requisition? We can convert this is a purchase order. Okay, then
Mm.
get the stock from the vendor, right?
Yeah.
So the same concept also here also. The same concept in the above also. It is like internally if it is like plan order, externally it is like purchase requisition. But
Okay.
it depends on the stock levels or it depends on the customer requirement. Okay. Sometimes what will be happen? There is a independent requirements are there. These are the dependent because on customer requirement I am depending my planning. On stock levels it is depending. But sometimes there is a plan independent requirement. What will be happen system? We are giving that boss on January I should need on this date. Suppose 9th. I need 1200 pieces. Okay, again
Mm.
February. Okay, on 12th I need something like 200 2000 pieces. Okay, so these are the all historical data which I'm just comparing my past historical data and calculating my future requirements. Okay, because if I see that ice cream, if I'm selling the ice cream, maybe January I don't need that much of demand. I don't have that much of demand in the January and December because that is a seasonal. That is not seasonal because that is the winter. So
Mm.
nobody will not use the ice creams at all. But if I go to May and June, okay, then
Mm.
my production will be, my sales will be increased. Okay, when my sales will be increased, then obviously my demand will be increased, right? So in this case, I can order something like 5,000 to and 5,000, right?
Yeah.
So my past historical data, maybe 1 year, last year, 1 year, I'm just checking that my sales and based on my requirement, I'm just generating that my plan independent requirement. So this is my requirement for this month. Okay, so then the system will look into the date and it will be generate the requirements. Either it may be internal or external. Okay,
Yeah.
so planning is the MRP planning is nothing but like it is generating the plan it is planning that what it is required into my location. Okay, either we can do at plant level or we can do it at location level also. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
So when you are saying that MRP area, right? So where exactly you are planning? We are planning at location level or you are planning at the plant level. So that you have to be decided.
They are saying location level.
Yeah. So that's why again this location level they have to be generated. So either you have to fix like you want to do at the plant level or you want to do at store location level, that you have to fix that.
Okay.
Okay. So majorly MRP will take care by production planning people. Okay.
Yeah, PM team, right?
Yeah. Production planning. Yeah. So our job is very less, only like stock levels when it is like reorder point stock level. Okay, but majorly it is like MRP will take care by production planning team. Okay, they will be maintaining the plant parameters at MRP level. Okay, so MRP area will be defined at the location level, plant level, that they will be fixed out. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, because I don't need the planning for all the locations, right? Maybe sometimes only for the raw materials only I require. Sometimes I need only for the packing materials, right? If it is activated at plant level, then it will be work for the all the locations. But again, for each material, whether you need or not, again you need to be defined at material master record. Okay. So if you are not activated at material master record level, then it won't be work. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So any questions here?
Nothing.
So this
But
is
yeah, the can done. But is there SAP suggesting that for directly if any methodology or any shortcut to migrate from ECC to S4HANA?
okay. Wait. So you're talking about now. I'm just removing this MRP because this is different topic. You can confuse it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me that. Okay, migration process, we have so many migration process. If you remember that in the ECC, okay, we are using different migration process, and S4 HANA also different migration process are there. Okay, depends on that what process you are planning to do. So sometimes we are following that agile methodology. Okay, so we have
Okay.
something like we have a sub methodology. Okay, so the methodology which is giving they based on the customer planning, you can advise that okay, we can go ahead with like this methodology, we can go ahead with this methodology. Okay, so different methodologies are there. Okay, so what is the SAP methodology? It is like implementation process. If you go to implementation process, okay, so in the implementation process, step by step it will be there. Okay, so that means first gathering information, then preparing the blueprint, documented, and sign of the blueprint documentation, then configuration. So there is a structure. In agile methodology, what will happen? It is like what customer is urgency. Okay, out of the 10 objects are there, what is the primary requirement? It is like critical one which we need to be closed first. Okay, so we are not going with the sequence, we are going with what it is first they required. Okay,
to save time and
yeah,
resource.
correct. So it will be different methodologies also we have. Okay, yeah.
Okay. But no, I'm asking like any template based migration, like they will give suggest
Okay,
some standard template.
okay, there is no, especially there are, I'm saying that different companies they are using different methodologies. Again, okay. So if greenfield implementation is there and brownfield implementation is there, okay. So what is the greenfield implementation? What is the brownfield implementation? Greenfield implementation is something which they are not using ECC. They want to become S4 HANA directly. So that means they are not from SAP. Okay. So they are using first time. Okay. And brownfield it is again they are already using ECC, then they want to become as S4 HANA.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the different migration and this is the different migration, right? Because when I'm just talking about the S4 HANA, okay, the data, servers, setup, everything which I need to be start with scrap. Because I don't have data, I don't have planning on the servers, I don't have planning of the what the database they want to use. That means capacity of the database we want to use. That we don't know. But brownfield, I have some idea about ECC. I can capture some information. Like ECC, they are already using some data. That data I can convert to S4 HANA with migration, right?
Yeah.
So this is different. This is different again. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
So there are different methodologies for there. Okay. Okay, so we'll stop today. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Ram, did you understand that it is not required, but at least because you are the consultant, you are planning to work as a consultant, you need some information. Okay, because tomorrow somebody they are asking that which system you are working, which servers you are working, you must be have some knowledge on this one. Okay, because
Okay.
till 2030 till 2030 they are using the EC 6.0. If you're not aware about this EC 6.0, then you will be getting like question mark. Okay, people the S4HANA is started just now, right? Yeah, just 5 years, 6 years, 7 years back only it is started, right? So 2016 or
Oh.
2015 it is started. 2015 2016. Okay, it is started fully SAP S4HANA. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so
Okay.
but
Okay.
as 2011 we have the HANA database. So HANA database is different and S4 HANA is different. Again, try to understand that the HANA database is different, S4 HANA database is different. S4 HANA is different. Okay, HANA database is that
Okay.
if we're talking about a database related, inbuilt database and data we're talking, right? Okay, and S4 HANA is the
Yes, sir.
complete functionalities. Like ECC how it is working, like S4 HANA also it will be work. But HANA database is the only database related. S4 HANA is the application related. Clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
so most of the companies projects they are still in the ECC only. Okay, if you need to get the job, you also should aware about ECC majorly. Okay, so
Okay.
S
Okay, sir.
S4 clear na? Got a point, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, then I will stop the class. Okay.